Hey everyone, it's KS Bros back with episode 4 of the Malibu Vigilantes. And quickly looking at the calendar here, 8 games in, we are off to a fast start. We are 7-1 after sweeping the Rangers and sweeping the Twins. We are playing great. We did lose the opener to Kansas City in a high-scoring affair, 12-8, but no matter. This has been a great start for the Vigilante franchise. Now jumping right into the action, we are playing the Kansas City Royals in Kansas City, our first road trip. The Royals have Chris Archer on the mound, the ex-Pirate. He's looking good in those Kansas City unis. He had a tremendous first start, pitching 7 2/3 of scoreless ball. And that brings up Lindor, first batter, and Archer gets him to pop out for the first out. Now Peralta, 2 batters later, the pitch from Archer, and Peralta grounds out to the second baseman. A 1-2-3 inning for Archer. And Archer is up to 8 scoreless innings, specifically 8 2/3 scoreless innings to start his season. And for the Vigilantes, they have Matthew Boyd on the mound. He had a great first start himself. Sorensen, the first batter up, and I believe he is a made-up player. I looked him up, and I could not find any data on him. But nonetheless, he is the leadoff batter for the Royals. The 1-1 pitch from Boyd, and Sorensen grounds to third where Simmons throws him out. Now starting Castro, the National, up to bat. He hits one up the middle. Frazier gets to it, and he makes a great throw to nab Castro, robbing an infield hit. Now the young Astro, Yordan Alvarez, up to bat, and he sharply hits one through the hole. Peralta cuts it off, keeping Alvarez to first. Now George Springer up to bat, and he launches one into center field, and Alvarez gets all the way to third. The Royals have guys on first and third. Some 2-out rallying by these Royals. And that brings up Gurriel Jr., the younger brother of the Gurriel on the Astros. And he makes weak contact, but it's a seeing eye single as the first run comes home for the Royals. And that brings up Jesus Aguilar. And that one is to Lindor to end the inning. What seemed like an easy inning for Boyd turned into a lot of trouble. Now here in the bottom of the second, after a scoreless top half, and the Royals are back at it, hitting singles. That was Anderson getting on base. Now with 1 out, Cher up to bat. I believe he is made up as well, but he gets a pitch to hit, and he launches it to left field, and that gets out of here into the bullpens. His first major league home run, giving the Royals a 3-0 lead. For sure, putting Boyd in a unhappy mood. Now Springer back up to bat. He lines one to right field, and that loads the bases for the Royals. And now Gurriel back up to bat, looking to go 2 for 2. And Boyd gets him to line out sharply to Murphy for the final out, and Boyd avoids any more danger. Now Frazier, the 8th man in the lineup, he hits one through the hole, and he is on base. A leadoff single as the Vigilantes hope to start a rally. Now Simmons on a 1-2 pitch. He smacks one up the middle, giving the Vigilantes 2 guys on, bringing up Lindor and an RBI opportunity. He lays off that outside slider, giving him a great hitter's count. The pitch from Archer, and Lindor smacks it to deep right field. And no one is getting that as it drops in between the outfielders for a ground rule double, putting the Vigilantes on the scoreboard. Now that brings up Peralta with 2 guys in scoring position. The 1-2 pitch from Archer. And Peralta gets it through the hole. A hanging changeup, and that brings home another run. The Vigilantes are playing base to base. And the score is now 3-2 with Ryan Braun, the cleanup hitter, up to bat. The 0-0 pitch, and Braun hits it up the middle, and that brings home Lindor, tying this ball game up. Archer was dominating through the first 2 innings, but the Vigilantes rallied here. Second time through the order. Now Conforto full count, and he earns the walk, loading the bases, bringing up the catcher Ramos. Ramos lays off that down and in fastball. The next pitch, and Ramos gets a hanger, and he drives it into the left field gap. That might get him all the runs. Here comes Conforto around third, and he is in safe without a throw. Ramos unloads the bases. A perfect swing on that slider, and the Vigilantes have now made this a 6-3 game. And Murphy up to bat, first pitch swinging. He launches one over Springer's head, and Ramos trots on home, making this 7-3. And Archer is out of this game as he got ambushed by the Vigilantes. Now Matt Strom into the ball game. And Frazier grounds out softly to Jesus Aguilar for the second out. Murphy moves up to third. Now Simmons has that lefty-righty matchup. First pitch swinging, and he hits one into the gap, and that will get down, driving home another run as the Vigilantes put up an 8th spot here in the third. And Lindor batting for the second time in this inning. He gets one to hit, but that is right to the left fielder as the inning is finally over. Now Joey Bart up to bat, a catcher in the Giants organization. He strikes out as Jesus Aguilar still finds himself at third base. Now Scher up to bat again, hoping to replicate his first at-bat success, but he goes down swinging on the high fastball from Matthew Boyd as this game stays 8-3. Now moving forward to the top of the fourth, Conforto and Braun on base. Ramos, the igniter from the previous inning, but this time he strikes out. Strom gets him to chase. Now bottom of the inning, Springer up to bat with a guy in scoring position. Boyd gets the get me over curveball for a strike. The 2-2 pitch, and he gets him swinging. A slider that was impossible to hit. And Boyd has settled down here after giving up 3 runs earlier in the game. Now 5th inning. Simmons lines one up the middle. The Vigilantes are back in business. 2 guys on for Lindor. He lays off that down and away. Down and inside changeup. Strom's still in the ball game, and this time Lindor hits that changeup to the opposite field as a run does come home to score. And the Vigilantes now have guys on second and third with Ketel Marte up the bat. Marte is still looking for his first hit, but no longer. I was going to say as no longer, but that holds up for Springer in center, as no one can score from that sharply hit ball. Now Peralta, he flies out to shallow left field as the Vigilantes can't cash in. Now Brian Anderson up to bat. He hits one up the middle, and Lindor snags it to make a great play at short. Now Justin Wilson on in relief. The lefty from the Mets. He's got Springer in a full count. And he gets him to jam out to Murphy, who makes a good over-the-shoulder catch. Now Marte, he hits one up the middle. Castro does a good job by getting a glove on it, but that is Marte's first hit of the game. Bringing up David Peralta. And Marte is off and running, swiping second. His first stolen base of the year, putting him in scoring position. Peralta looking for his second hit of the day. He lays off that knuckle curve. Good pitch by Joe Kelly. Peralta showing good patience. The 1-1 pitch. And Peralta is all over that one as he drives it to right field. But it's hit too sharply for Marte to come home to score. And that brings up Braun. And Braun makes good contact. The right fielder is able to make the catch, but Marte tags up to score the 10th run of the game for the Vigilantes. Now Joey Bart back up to bat, and Wilson gets him to fly out to left field. 1 out here in the 9th. At this point, Wilson is just eating some innings. Scherer up to bat. He makes good contact, and he drives it to right field. And Conforto can't make the grab as it just goes off of the wall. And Scherer is in at second. And that brings up his other fake buddy, Sorensen, but he grounds out to Murphy, making this a 2-out ball game. And Castro grounds out to Simmons as Simmons shows off with a barehanded play. And the Vigilantes pull this one off, scoring 10 unanswered runs. A great answer by this team. Vigilantes are now 8-1, an unbelievable start to the franchise. The fans are pumped up. They can't wait for their team to come home to Bayfront Park to hopefully continuing this winning baseball. Thank you guys for watching. I hope you enjoyed. And until next time, please like and subscribe if you are new.